Hello and welcome to yet another No Heroes Minecraft tutorial video. I'm Shadows Die Away.
And I'm Sorklin.
And today we're bringing you an amazing plugin that's exclusive to No Heroes, The Exchange. Now this is a plugin that Morthus and Sorklin have slaved for months and months over. How many months has it been actually?
It's been months and months.
So tell me about this. I know that you built all the website and the coding for the Exchange itself, everything from scratch, right?
Right. The exchange is basically a web-based market that lets you buy and sell virtual products from Minecraft. And in the future, it'll also include some real-world products like No Hero swag, possibly contest entries, perks and services, that kind of thing. Anything in the No Heroes universe will, at some point, be able to be bought and sold through the exchange.
Gotcha. And now this is the actual Exchange building. It's huge and it looks awesome. So let's go inside here. We could see what's going on into the Exchange that you'll be actually interacting with. And you can see here on the left and right, those are the kiosks, and in the back there is still that repair kiosk. But what are these Exchange kiosks? What do they do?
Well, these are going to be the way you're going to get your items into and out of the exchange. So if you want to go ahead and try to go into one of those, we're going to see our initial problem.
So it says here that I actually failed my login. Why can't I initially go right into the Exchange?
Well, first you have to link your account. Your Exchange account is created when you visit the Exchange on the web browser. So why don't you go ahead and do that?
Okay, so I have the web browser now loaded up. So it says here, you can see on the left side, Shadows Die Away not linked. And if I click on that, it'll bring me to a screen that actually gives me an authorization code.
Right. This is what's going to allow us to make a connection between your Minecraft account and your Exchange account. And this will make sure that nobody else can pose as you in order to get your items and that your accounts are secure.
Gotcha. So I could do it actually two ways, right? I could click on that not linked button, or I could go into my profile and I could get those authorization codes the same way, correct?
Right. If you have, for some reason, have a problem with the authorization code, it's not being accepted, in your profile, there's a way to regenerate the authorization code, and it'll give you a new one.
All right, so I'm back in Minecraft now, and actually I could just paste it right in, and it'll say that I've now successfully authenticated my Minecraft account. So let's try this once more. And it's now successful. It goes right in like that. So now this is the actual exchange. So you could deposit and withdraw items right there, and then there's also a refresh button here. What's so important about that?
Well, and we'll see this as we go through. Your inventory that is placed in the exchange is reflected on that sign that's directly in front of you. When you make transactions in the exchange and your inventory in the exchange changes, Minecraft doesn't necessarily know about that. So whenever you need to, you hit that refresh button, and that sign will then accurately reflect what's in your exchange inventory.
Gotcha. Now let me actually go back to my webpage for a second. If I go to my profile, it'll show me that, okay, I am linked now, but Steam ID, I could sign it through Steam. What exactly is this feature?
Okay, this is for something for our non-Minecraft users, and it actually will also work for our Minecraft users. If you authenticate through Steam's OpenID, which is where that link takes you, what it'll do is link your Steam account to this Exchange account, and that will allow you to see and then even claim your TF2 seeding ducats, or ducats that you've won in the Friday night double feature or other kinds of events. You can claim them right into the exchange without having to boot up Minecraft. This OpenID is a standard OpenID. We don't get any information about your password or your account. All that happens is when you've logged into Steam and verified who you are to them, they send us your Steam ID and say that this person is legit. And we would just record your Steam ID into your Exchange account, and you're good to go.
Yep, and I'm showing you guys on the screen the URL. This is actually Steam's site. This is not our site. This is theirs. So if I click on Login, it'll tell me that I'm logging in through Steam here. And I've now linked and locked my account. So if I go back to the Exchange and go back into my profile, everything's right here. My Steam ID is linked, and now I have everything here that I need to. And it shows me all my unclaimed ducats. And in the future, you'll actually be able to claim your ducats right here on the site, correct?
Yes, we're still testing that. We don't want to roll it right away just in case there are any serious bugs with the exchange. We don't want anybody's ducats to disappear.
All right. So you see here, my balance is 0. Just to be very clear, whatever you have, whatever ducats that you have in Minecraft is not in the exchange. It's sort of like a brokerage, right?
Right. The idea is that in order to trade in this exchange market, you actually need to put money into that exchange market account. Think of it like a bank account or a brokerage account. You actually have to make a deposit into that account in order to have the money to use. And when you make the oodles of money that you're going to make, you can then withdraw it from the account and back into Minecraft.
All right, so let's actually do a deposit now. So right now in my Minecraft account, I have 10,000 ducats. Let's give some of that into the exchange. I'm just going to simply do deposit. Let's say I want to deposit 6,000 ducats. Okay, it'll tell me that I've now deposited 6,000 ducats into the exchange. And if I go to the site and press this little refresh button, it'll tell me that the 6,000 ducats are now in the exchange. And if I go to my profile, it'll show it there as well. Now, if I want to withdraw, same thing, very simple. Just do /withdraw, and I'll just take 1,000 ducats out of there. Tell me that I've done that. If I go back to the site, refresh, I now have 5,000 ducats. Very, very simple to put money in to the exchange and take it out.
Correct. And putting items into the exchange is just as simple.
Yep. So if
why don't you show that?
Yep. So the cool thing about this is you could put in any number, any amount of items. Doesn't matter how many you put in. You could even fill out this entire chest. And you could even put in special items. So this special sword that has been renamed, has features on it, you could put that in. And all you do is press deposit, and it'll tell me that I've deposited. And you could actually right-click to see all the items that are in your inventory. So if I go back to the site now, and I click My Inventory, you'll see here that all those items have been put into my exchange. And you see here that even though I split up the stacks somewhat, they all combine together, and it shows a complete total of whatever I put in there. So now let's actually sell one of these. That's the whole point of putting stuff into your inventory. So let's sell, let's say, the special sword that I have. Easy enough, it shows you what you're holding. I'm selling one of them, and let's put the price of, say, 1,000. Make it easy enough. Description I could always put in. And you'll see here that there's a transaction fee. Now, even though I put this in for 1,000 ducats, the market takes 5% of that. So I would get 950 ducats per this.
Yes, the idea is whoever makes the money in the exchange pays that fee. So whichever way it goes, if you're creating a buy order for an item, the person who sells it to you will be making the money, and therefore they will be paying the fee. If you're selling items either to a person's order or from your own order, you will be paying the fee.
Easy enough. So let's actually create this. And it'll tell me that the market order has been saved. And you see here, this is the marketplace itself. If you're ever unsure if you're in your inventory or market orders or anything like that, click this View/Refresh Market button, and it'll bring you right to the home screen. That is the main home screen that you always want to click to get to if you're ever unsure of where you are.
Yeah, and let's take a minute, and I'm going to describe what you're seeing here on the screen. Notice that the sword is colored blue, and that's an indicator that this is a enchanted item. It's a very easy thing. If you see right underneath it is Ethereal Endstone, and it says it's a building block, and I put it up for sale. However, this is not the real Ethereal Endstone. If you look down a couple more, you'll see one that's colored orange. That orange Ethereal Endstone is authentic. It means that, due to the anvil, people can rename items into other names and stick them in the exchange. However, the exchange is smart enough to understand what is an authentic special item and what is just an item that has been renamed.
So you're trying to scam everybody now. That's your first act here.
Yes. Somebody will make a mistake, and I'll get 100 ducats for free.
So why don't you actually buy this for me? Everybody keep an eye out. You have 5,000 ducats here. Why don't you buy the sword for me?
Okay, I bought it.
Okay, so now if I refresh my ducats, you can see here, I now have those 950 ducats here. And if I view and refresh the market, it's no longer there since Sorklin bought it. I could go to my recent transactions, and you can see here, Sorklin bought this for me. If I ever want to see any in-depth info for a transaction, I could just click it, and it'll show me everything that went along with it. Very easy. So let's actually go to selling. Let's say I want to sell my stack of diamonds. I could click max to sell all of them, and I'll sell them for, let's say, 100 ducats each. Okay, everything will update, and I'll press create here. And it's now on the market. So I could also click on my market orders and show here that I have the diamonds are for sale, the Massive Moon already sold, so you can see your current and past transactions. So why don't you buy some of those diamonds from me? I know you don't need all of them.
I only have 200 ducats, so I'm going to go ahead and buy 2 diamonds because that's all I can afford.
All right.
There you go. I bought the diamonds, and I'm broke.
All right, so now if I refresh my ducats, I didn't actually get any for that. Let me go back to my market orders. It tells me that I sold 2 of the diamonds, but why don't I actually have any of those ducats that you just got?
Well, if you look at the escrow row, you're going to see that the money that I paid for the diamonds are still in the order. This is an essential point with the exchange. An order keeps all the money associated with it and all the items associated with it until it's closed. And there's 3 ways an order gets closed, one of which is the order is fulfilled, like your Masamune sword. The other which is that it expires. We give you a month for these orders to exist. And the third way is for you to get impatient and close the order yourself. When you do that, you get all the remaining items that are with the order and all the remaining money that is in the order.
All right, so let me just show that I have my inventory. I don't have any diamonds in here. If I go to my market orders, let me close this. And again, I have 5950 ducats. If I close this, it'll tell me, are you sure you want to do that? Yes. I now have those ducats for selling the 2 diamonds, and if I go back into my inventory, I have the remaining 62 diamonds. So if I go into my recent transactions now, it'll tell me that Sorklin bought for me 2 of those diamonds. So there's so much info that will be given to you, so you know exactly what went on with anything that you sell and anything that you buy.
Right. There's only one extra thing I want to show, alert everybody to in the main market screen. Is on the left-hand side, there is a search function, and there's a series of filters. Order type filters are obviously the type of order. Is it something that they're trying to buy or something that they're trying to sell? The item type is the Mojang classification for every item in the game. If you have a problem with how things are typed, take it up with Mojang. But basically, this tells you that are these building blocks, decoration, redstone, etc. We have 3 special item types at the end. One is the special items. Those are the things like Ethereal Endstone, Boots of Flying, the Infinity Axe. Those kinds of items are considered special items. And the perk service type, which is things like personal portals or maybe some No Hero swag. We'll see some more of that to come. The only last little thing at the bottom there is the hide my orders. This is important when you're looking through a very full market and most of the orders are yours. Obviously, you don't want to buy and sell from yourself. So clicking that will hide all orders that you created in order just to see what everybody else is doing. All of these flags can be combined and they stay present at all times. What you need to do to clear them is just hit that view refresh market. That will always bring you back to the base market screen.
Also, one more thing, you go to my market orders, and it'll show you all your opened and closed orders. But if you go down to there, you could hide all your closed orders just to show whatever's active.
That's correct.
So there's one more thing that you could do here is creating a buy order. Let's say that you need a bunch of materials for whatever your build is. So let me go to create new buy order here. So let's say that I really need a grass block. I don't have a Silk Touch pickaxe, but I really need a grass block to create some new grass and maybe some underground area. I could open up create a buy order, and I could literally type in grass and it'll pop right there. Let's just get 2 grass, and I don't know, I really want it, so I'm just going to make it, give 100 ducats for each one here. Let's create that order. And now on the market, the buy order has been created. If I refresh the market, which clears all the filters again, you can see that my order is right here. So why don't you sell me 2 grass?
All right. I happen to have 2 grass in a miracle of coincidences.
What a crazy random happenstance.
And there you go. You have 2 grass.
All right, so if I review and refresh the market again, it's not there anymore. If I check my inventory now, I now have the 2 grass, and my recent transaction shows that Sorklin sold the 2 grass to me. So now let's actually withdraw this grass. I'm going to just quickly refresh my inventory by clicking that middle button, and I'll scroll through here until I get to the grass, and I'll press withdraw, and the grass is now in there. Very simple enough, and now I can use it however I want. And if I go to my inventory here and refresh it, you'll see that my grass is no longer in the exchange because it's now on my person.
Notice that I'm in the booth with you. This I want to bring up as a kind of important thing. Whoever is in the booth can interact with your account on the exchange. Now, this is a good thing when you have a bunch of friends who are helping you load up on inventory and get it all into the exchange. But this can be a little bit of a security concern if somebody you maybe aren't that great of friends with or like playing jokes on you is in the room with you. They can go and do anything. Like, for example, your white wool has been left up on the inventory screen. I can click it real fast and pull it out. While you're looking at the chest, I've now got your white wool. It's out of the market and into my hands.
And if you notice there, he pressed the button, but it still popped up on my screen that the items have been withdrawn and my inventory has been updated. And if I go back to the screen now and refresh my inventory, you'll see here that my white wool isn't there. It's on his person. So be very careful of bringing other people and make sure that you trust them.
Right. They can be a great help, and this is why we provide 2 ender chests, so 2 people can simultaneously load up their inventory from their ender chests and get them into the exchange. But just make sure you trust the person, because they will have access to your personal inventory while they're in here.
Yep.
So that's a quick run-through of the exchange, just to get you up and running. There's a lot more contained in the exchange webpage, so do explore and find out. There will be a lot more features coming over time as we add new features, as we add new items. But for now, that'll get you up and going. So this is Sorklin.
And I'm Shadows Die Away. And we'll see you at the next No Heroes tutorial video. I'm Shadows Die Away.
I'm Sorklin.
And today... and today we will attempt to do an interview with... You fucked me up so badly. God damn.
And I'm Sorklin. Whoa! Bump. I'm just used to streaking in the background.
If you're in this foyer with me and I click the button, you could have as many people...
Now that we're alone. Sorry.
So now...
Sorry.
It's
Oh, is that bleeding through?
Yeah, the barking.
All right. I can't get him to not bark. That's the problem. Hold on.
Your inventory. Oh, sorry. The guy's backing up again.
Sorry, we'll wait.
Okay.
Now you're going to show them the inventory.
God damn it, he's
on
backing up
the
again. Alright, he's finished. So what should I put up for sale?
1 sword and a stack of something. Because that's where we're going to mention
Are
that.
you shitting me? He's going again.
Withdraw one of these.
Yeah.
Let's hold on withdrawing anything until
The truck is backed up.
until we've done all, obviously.
What the hell are they
it's
doing
money.
out there? This is like the Austin Powers scene. Alright, I think he... Yep, he just put his parking brake on. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to deposit 10,000 ducats into there. I don't have enough money. I should have...
Wait. Okay, I have some grass to sell. Ha ha ha.
Oh, God.
Wow, how did
All
I
right, but
join?
yeah, let's just say, so that's a quick run through on how to use the exchange.
Alright.
There's a lot more to it. Explore and find out. Something like that.
Why don't you say that then?
Okay. So, all right. Well, so that's of course. Now my mind goes blank for that.
Mortis, do you want to say anything? Or?
And I joined late, so fuck all you. No.
I'm keeping that. And we'll see you at the next No Heroes. We'll see you at the next No Heroes Minecraft tutorial video.